G'day humans, Chris Stead here. I'm on the road. Today I'm in Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia. And this here behind me is the Ikan Restaurant, which is the beachfront restaurant for the Westin part of the Marriott group. Now in this video, I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour of what this experience is like, show you the food and what the restaurant's layout's like, in case you're thinking about coming here and enjoying a dinner right on the beachfront. All right, let's go. Okay, so here we are at the front. Now down that way is the Westin, the actual hotel. Over here is the beach, and right here along the pathway that runs along the front of Nusa Dua is Ikan. You can see a DJ over there. She's been playing since happy hour, which runs from 4 to 6, and it's half price drinks from a selected menu. It's a pretty decent sized menu, so you get 50% off your drinks from 4 to 6, which is handy. Really nice bar with a really nice outlook. Now, as you can probably see, this is an open walled building, which is nice for the atmosphere and nice for the outlook, but it does mean that there's nothing between you and the humidity but the odd pillar, so it's bloody hot. And they've got a few fans in there, but yeah, you're going to have to, first tip is you're going to have to be happy with the heat. And I probably overdressed by putting on a collared shirt because I'd really need to be in something a lot lighter and nicer because I'm finding it quite hot. But it's a really beautiful space, big tall ceiling, alternative seating between the kind of traditional table and chairs that you can see here, circular. There's some rectangle ones I'll show you in a sec, plus you've got some booth options as well. But there's no fans in this space here. Now, one of their big things is the live lobster, so you can see the tank out the front there. So you can order a live lobster and order a glaze and they will take care of it from there. Now it is traditionally Indonesian or predominantly Indonesian food, and almost everything on the menu has spice in it. A large percentage of those they can reduce the spice or put it to the side if it's not for you. But yeah, obviously Indonesian restaurant, it's made from an intent to serve you spicy food. And yeah, so it's right out into the path there. So you've got a lovely outlook right out over the ocean. And there is one air-conditioned room, but there's a big event in there tonight. So sometimes a couple of tables you can get in an air-conditioned room, but most of the tables, as you can see, are external to the air conditioning. So you're just going to have to soldier through that. Prices aren't too bad. And we've ordered a 2-course meal, gone pretty liberal, try to get as much as possible for the sake of showing you what the food offers are, and it's setting us back about, well, it's just over $200, but then Australian that is, but then there's plus on top of that, of course, 21%. Anyway, let's get in and get a closer look at the food. All right, they've served us some crackers to begin the feed. Okay, the starters have arrived and looking pretty fantastic. So over here, we have our river prawn rissoles. They look great. I believe this is jagung bakar. Here's the lombac oysters. I'm a bit disappointed there's only 2. That's a disappointing amount. Over here we've got the Asian bofol with crab. And then here we have, I believe, the bata four. So let's dive in and have a taste of this. Sometimes you can just loosen it first before you lift it up. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Okay, so the starters have come and gone. Mouth's burning a little bit because I jumped into the sauces, but nothing too intense. It was all right, actually. The food was really nice. The oysters were fantastic. I've never had oysters like that before. It was like in a pineapple juice. It was really, really yummy. The bar tok pho was really, really good. The kids really, really liked that. The crab salad was really interesting, full of pineapple and strawberries, but then like lettuce and croutons and so forth. That was really good. The prawn rissoles probably didn't have the universal acclaim that I thought they would. I liked them. They came with a really nice thick peanutty sauce as well. It was a little bit hot, but it was still pretty nice. So yeah, all up, starters are really, really yummy. It was a bit of an adventure, which is what I wanted, like a bit of a local food adventure. But portion sizes were probably a bit smaller than I would have hoped. I would have liked a little bit more. At least one extra oyster, for example. Yeah, just it was a little bit less than what I was expecting, but it was still okay. Okay, the mains have arrived. They're right on the back of the starters. It didn't take long. So over here we've got the satay sticks. I can't remember the exact name of them. We've got the duck over here, crispy duck, with some red rice. We've got the nasi kambor, and we've got some nasi goreng. Two of them. All right, let's see what it's like. Oh, there's some sauces as well. Okay, so we've just finished the mains, and we're all pretty full. The serving sizes for the mains were good. The kids really liked their nasi goreng. It's not a challenging dish to get wrong. It's a really yummy meal. But yeah, they both enjoyed them. My nasi campur was good. It was interesting because we had asked for the spicy stuff to kind of be on the side. What I hadn't picked up on was that just meant that they would serve stuff with nothing. So it was like the chicken skewer came out and it was just like, it was almost tasteless. It was just chicken. And I was like, well, what's happened? And they went, well, you didn't want the sauce. And I went, oh, I didn't think that meant nothing. But it makes sense when you think about it. So we actually had, so they just brought out the sauce that was originally supposed to be on it, and we just dipped it in and took as much as we want. So that worked out fine anyway. The duck was huge, really big duck. My wife really enjoyed it, and my son liked his satay sticks as well. Again, they all came out without anything at all, and yeah, so there's no alternative, I guess. If you don't want the spicy sauce, you just get it plain. And so you kind of got to be all in, I think, on enjoying the spicy food if you're going to go one of those dishes. But obviously you got your nasi gorengs in that, they're fine because they're fried rice and it already tastes, it's already got so much flavour anyway. We have got one dessert. We're kind of blowing the budget, but we thought we'll get one dessert and have a look at it, so you can see that here. So it's a fruit experience in a pineapple with some dipping sauce and what looks like a bit of sugar. We haven't got into it yet. So the kids are frothing. All right, mate, go. Get in there. Tell me what it tastes like.
Take one patty, there's only not enough.
Have one.
Trying to split this between 5.
Deal.
Ah, Patty.
Oh, Jesus. I want
You're supposed to, I'd say, yeah. Just one of the... Okay, you're going to try some sauce? What is it like?
mango.
Okay, what's the sauce like?
Oh, it's honey and sugar.
Honey and sugar, there we
Perfect
go.
combo.
Well, I think this is going to go down well. So we just got a pretty awesome show from these girls and a bloke down here. It was really, really good. Again, very, very different to what you might expect. It was a real contemporary, modern take on traditional Indonesian Bali dance. I've never seen anything like it before. It was, yeah, really, really cool actually. Really cool. Very talented. I just like the hotel itself, a modern twist on a, traditional Indonesian experience. So I've just come to our time at the end of the Ikan Restaurant experience here at the Westin Nusa Dua. And it's just gone, we've been here for about 2.5 hours. It's just gone past kind of 9:15ish, 9:30ish. And the temperatures come to the party. It's actually quite nice now. So if you're coming a little bit later, then my concerns about the temperature that I mentioned earlier may not be as relevant. It sure was hot when we first got here, and I found it quite uncomfortable. But it's just pushed on a little bit. It's actually quite nice. It's beautiful listening to the waves crash against the water as well. It's high tide at the moment, and it's just lovely being out here on the strip. I think you better embrace the spice if you want to come here, because that's definitely what the meals are made to be. And they will happily oblige and do whatever you want. They'll take it out, they'll put it to the side. But much of the food wants to have the spice, so that's something to consider. And but I didn't find it overly spicy. Like it's hot, and I'm not someone who generally likes hot, spicy food. But it wasn't that kind of hot spiciness that stays with you. It was just that kind of like, oh, there's something a bit hot, and then you move on. So it actually wasn't too bad in there anyway. I was just fearing the worst because 9 times out of town in Southeast Asia, when someone gives you something spicy, it blows your head off. So staff have been fantastic, and we're very full, and we got to take the kids on a bit of an Indonesian cuisine adventure, which is what I was really after. So all up, the Ikan Restaurant has been a good experience. All right, I'm Chris Ted. Make sure you keep an eye on the channel. Plenty more content coming up, including a full review of the Westin in Nusa Dua, as well as plenty of other content from here and around the world. I'm Chris Ted. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I'm getting back on the road.